Shalom and welcome back, everyone. I hope you all had a nice weekend. We find that a very interesting thing that in the book of Shmos, the book of Exodus, which is primarily the story of the Exodus from Egypt, how Moses brought the Jewish people out of Egypt after hundreds of years of slavery, no less than five parshas are devoted to the building of the Mishkan, the portable tabernacle, the portable temple that the Jewish people worshipped in and carried around during their 40-year trek in the desert. No less than five Torah portions devoted to it. Not only that, but a lot of it is repetitious. And the question is why? What does that have to do with the Exodus from Egypt? Why is it that so much detail is devoted to it? Rabbi Jonathan Sachs, may he rest in peace, has a beautiful thought on that. And he says that, the Jewish people are a rambunctious bunch. We're a difficult bunch. We're called Am Kashe Orech, a, a, um, a stiff-necked people. And we can be difficult sometimes. We can be complaining people. And indeed, in Egypt, the Jewish people complained plenty. They complained that now they had to gather straw for their bricks, and they complained about the plagues, and they complained about so many things in Egypt. They complained about when they got to the Red Sea that they were stuck over there, and the Egyptians were in the other end. They complained they didn't have any water to drink in the desert. Are there no graves in Egypt that they had to come out to the desert? So many ideas. So what happened? God said, you know what, everybody, you need a project. You need to give, because when we are giving, then we don't complain because we have a common goal in mind, and that is to help and to build and to grow. And indeed, that was the purpose of the Mishkan, that it was to give the Jewish people an opportunity to muster all of their energy and their excitement and their enthusiasm into a good common cause. And certainly that is very, very true. When people are complaining, when they're bitter and they're miserable, the best thing to do is find a cause, find something that we can give to, we can help, whether it's a synagogue or a community center, whether it's feeding the homeless or whatever it may be. When we have a common goal, then indeed we will recognize that goal and we won't complain so much. I remember years ago when we were in a small office suite, or before we purchased our beautiful synagogue, we were in a small office suite. And just making the $2,200 a month rent every month was really a hardship for me. It was difficult to come up with it. It was very difficult. Well, we had an opportunity to purchase our new building, and when the seller eventually agreed to sell the building to us, we needed to come up with $50,000 within a day in order to put down a down payment, to put down a deposit, so they will hold the building for us. $50,000. I had not ever made that kind of money in my life. So I went around the community and I spoke to a few people, and within 3 hours, I was able to raise all of it, all of it. And later, when it came time to purchase the building itself, I was able to raise a tremendous amount of money to purchase the building. And then came time for people to design the building, ideas and people that we knew, and put down rugs and build an Aron Kodesh and all kinds of things that a new building needed. And I didn't find it difficult at all. People came out of the woodwork gladly, happy to help in every way, which way they could. Because when it comes to a common goal, everyone is there to help. And indeed, that was what the Mishkan did. The Mishkan provided a healthy, positive way for Jewish people to come together and to give and to join together. And indeed, that is something that we all need very much. That when things are tough, when things are difficult, as today with the COVID vaccine, the COVID virus, and things like that. And people are complaining quite a bit. Perhaps the best thing for us to do is to give. How can I help? Not to complain. What can I do to help other people, to make sure people have food, to make sure people have the wherewithal? We're coming into the holiday of Passover. There's going to be a lot of people in the community who are having a difficult time financially. They won't be able to afford matzah and wine and all the provisions for Passover. Chabad is collecting money to help people in the community. And perhaps that is the best way to channel our anxiety about this whole virus, by reaching in and giving. So we hope that you'll all help out, that this is a special mitzvah uh, called Ma'oschitim, to help other people. And there's no greater mitzvah than to help others. And in so doing, we will feel much better ourselves. Shalom, everyone, and have a good week.